The human body is an incredibly efficient machine, constantly working to process the substances consumed. One of the key players in this process is the CYP450 enzyme system, a group of proteins primarily found in the liver. It is responsible for metabolism, breaking down drugs and other foreign substances. This intricate system ensures that medications are processed effectively, converting them into forms that can be easily eliminated from the body. Without them, medications could build up to dangerous levels, leading to adverse reactions or reduced effectiveness.
Understanding the CYP450 system helps determine dosing adjustments, especially with polypharmacy. Inhibitors, like fluoxetine and fluvoxamine, reduce enzyme activity. Therefore, when combined with another inhibitor, it can increase drug levels of the drug and potentially lead to toxicity. When two or more enzyme inhibitors are combined, they can have a synergistic or additive effect on inhibiting the enzyme responsible for metabolizing a particular drug. This can lead to a decreased rate of drug metabolism, because the drug is broken down by the body at a slower pace. Because the drug is not being eliminated as quickly, its levels in the body rise. When the drug stays in the system for a longer time, there is an increased risk of side effects and toxicity. Inducers. Enzyme inducers work by increasing the synthesis of drug metabolizing enzymes. Essentially, they cause the body to produce more of the enzymes that break down drugs. When an enzyme inducer is present, drugs that are metabolized by the induced enzyme will be broken down more quickly. This faster metabolism typically leads to a decreased drug concentration in the bloodstream. When the drug is metabolized and cleared more rapidly, it is eliminated from the body at an accelerated rate, thereby reducing the time it exerts its therapeutic effect and shortening the duration of its action. If the drug is metabolized too quickly, it may not reach or maintain therapeutic levels needed to produce the desired clinical outcome, potentially reducing drug efficacy. For example, a drug that is normally effective at a certain dose might become subtherapeutic when an enzyme inducer is also present. This may necessitate an increase in the dosage of the affected drug to achieve the desired effect and prevent a potential treatment failure. Or, on the other hand, when a patient is taking an inducer along with other medications, the levels of those other medications might be significantly reduced. Additionally, stopping the inducer without adjusting the other drug's dose could lead to a potential toxicity. Genetic variations in the CYP450 system are particularly important when considering drug prescriptions for different ethnic groups. Research has shown that certain ethnic populations may have a higher prevalence of specific gene variations that affect CYP450 enzyme activity. This can have significant implications for drug response, leading to differences in how individuals process and eliminate medications. Asians are higher CYP2C19 poor metabolizers. About 2% are poor metabolizer of CYP2D6. African Americans have variable CYP2D6 activity. About 10% of Caucasians are CYP2D6 poor metabolizers, while about 10% of the Middle Eastern populations are ultra-rapid metabolizers. This may impact many antidepressants and antipsychotics. Consider pharmacogenetic testing when there are unexplained side effects or non-response to medications, or when a patient belongs to an ethnicity with known variability, or polypharmacy is involved and metabolism status may affect outcomes.
The CYP450 variations can impact drug prescriptions. Variations in this enzyme can significantly affect the drug's effectiveness and safety. An example is codeine, a widely used painkiller. Codeine is converted into its active form, morphine, by the CYP2D6 enzyme. Some individuals of Asian descent have variations in this enzyme that result in reduced or absent enzyme activity. This means that codeine may not provide adequate pain relief for these individuals, necessitating alternative pain management strategies. This example underscores the importance of considering genetic factors when prescribing medications, especially for drugs with a narrow therapeutic index, where even small dose adjustments can have significant clinical consequences.
While ethnicity can provide valuable insights into potential drug response variations, other special populations also require careful consideration when it comes to drug prescriptions. Pregnant women, for instance, undergo significant physiological changes that can affect drug metabolism and transfer to the fetus. Similarly, infants and children have immature organ systems and metabolize drugs differently than adults. Age-related decline in liver and kidney function can also influence drug clearance in older adults. Furthermore, factors such as underlying health conditions, concomitant medications, and lifestyle habits like smoking and alcohol consumption can all impact drug response.
Pharmacogenomics is the study of how genes affect drug response. The increasing awareness of genetic variations and their impact on drug response is paving the way for a new era of personalized medicine and precision psychiatry. By analyzing an individual's genetic makeup, healthcare providers can gain insights into their likelihood of responding to or experiencing side effects from certain medications. This information can guide treatment decisions, leading to more precise dosing, reduced risk of adverse events, and improved therapeutic outcomes.
Poor metabolizer. Poor metabolizers metabolize drugs much slower than normal. Standard doses of drugs metabolized by the affected enzyme can lead to significantly higher concentrations in the bloodstream. Due to the elevated drug levels, there is a higher chance of experiencing adverse drug reactions, even at typical starting doses. Clinicians often need to prescribe lower starting doses and titrate more cautiously in poor metabolizers to avoid toxicity. In some cases, it might be preferable to choose a drug that is metabolized by a different enzyme pathway. Intermediate metabolizer. Intermediate metabolizers metabolize drugs at a slower rate than extensive metabolizers, but faster than poor metabolizers. Standard doses may lead to higher drug concentrations than expected in individuals with normal enzyme activity. Patients may be at a slightly increased risk of side effects compared to extensive metabolizers, and, depending on the specific drug and the extent of the reduced enzyme activity, dose adjustments might be necessary. Extensive metabolizer. This is considered the normal or typical metabolizer phenotype. Individuals with this phenotype metabolize drugs at the expected rate. For most drugs, standard dosing guidelines are based on this phenotype.
Ultra-rapid metabolizer. Individuals with this phenotype metabolize drugs much faster than normal. Standard doses of drugs may result in lower than expected concentrations in the bloodstream. The drug might be metabolized and eliminated so quickly that it does not reach or maintain therapeutic levels needed for effective treatment. Medications may need to be prescribed at higher doses or more frequent administrations to achieve the desired therapeutic effect.
For prodrugs, these are drugs that need to be metabolized to become active. Ultra-rapid metabolism might lead to excessively high levels of the active metabolite, increasing the risk of side effects. Cultural beliefs and practices can influence patients' attitudes towards medications, adherence to treatment regimens, and perceptions of health and illness. While scientific advancements are evolving, the importance of cultural sensitivity and effective patient communication in optimizing medication therapy should not be overlooked. For example, some cultures may have traditional healing practices that patients use alongside conventional medicine. It's essential for healthcare providers to engage in open and respectful dialogues with their patients, understanding their beliefs and addressing any concerns they may have. Clear and concise communication about medication instructions, potential side effects, and the importance of adherence should always be part of education. Using interpreters when necessary and providing culturally appropriate educational materials can help bridge communication gaps and empower patients to actively participate in their healthcare.
The field of psychopharmacology is rapidly evolving. Understanding the complexities of drug metabolism, particularly the role of the CYP450 system and its genetic variations, is paramount for safe and effective medication prescribing.